Hi there, welcome to my virtual Salt and Soul studio. My name's Alexa and I'll be taking you through this about 15-minute yoga flow today. We'll finish with an optional savasana and of course get started with a seated meditation. So you can sit up nice and tall here. You can slowly rock side to side to really root down through your sit bones here. You can have the palms facing up to receive, down to ground, whatever feels good for your practice today. And then slowly let those eyes fall closed and just settle in here. We'll take one full inhale through the nose, fill up. Exhale through the mouth, let it all go. Again, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, sigh it out. Begin to let go of your day, your to-do list, any other thoughts that might be popping up into your head right now. Just try to push them off to the side for later. We'll find our Ujjayi pranayama here, so sealing off the lips. We'll find our victorious breath, inhaling through the nose. Maybe holding at the top for a few seconds, and then exhaling through the nose, slow and constricted, like you're fogging up a mirror. Repeating this breath at your own pace, maybe holding at the top or the bottom, whatever feels good. I welcome you to join in my intention for the day. I am filled with joy and gratitude. I see the beauty in the small moments of today. I open my heart with words of thanksgiving. I am rich with gifts and miracles. Slow down a little, notice more, breathe it all in, give thanks. We are rich with gifts right where we are when we begin this day with a grateful heart. Take one more breath here. And then begin to wiggle those fingers. You can open those eyes or keep a soft gaze. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, drop your right arm to the left knee. Left arm reaches behind. Gaze is over that left hand. Taking a twist here. For one more breath. And then inhale, return to center. Bring those arms back up overhead. Exhale, switch it. This time left hand comes to the right knee, right arm reaches behind. Gaze is over that right hand. Take one more breath here. And then slowly come back to center. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, send those hands to the top of your mat. Just let your head and shoulders hang for a breath. And then we'll press back, opening up those knees wide, sending the feet together to touch. Send those hips back. Hands come to the top of the mat. Forehead comes down to rest on your mat for extended child's pose. Bring those palms together, send your hands back, driving your elbows down into the mat, reaching those thumbs back toward your shoulder blades, and hold here for one more breath. Release those hands back down to your mat, sending them out long. And then we'll inhale, reach that right arm up high to the sky. Exhale, thread it over to the left side of your mat, right ear comes down. Stay here, or maybe reach that left arm around for that right hip crease, taking a bind. We'll hold for 3 breaths, like many of our postures today. If that left arm is in a bind, you can release that down to the mat, and then return that right arm back to center in your child's pose. Repeating, we'll inhale, bring that left arm high. Exhale, thread it over to the right side of your mat. Left ear is down. Option to stay here or reach behind with that right arm for that left hip crease. Taking the bind on this side. Wherever you are, holding for 3 breaths. Release that right arm back up overhead if you're in the bind. And then slowly release that left arm, coming back into child's pose. Take 1 full breath here. And then make your way up into a tabletop position. We'll go through some cat-cows to warm up the spine here. Finding a neutral tabletop position. On your next inhale, drop your belly, gaze goes high, taking a cow. Exhale, shift your weight forward, arch your spine, taking a cat. Inhale into your cow. And exhale into your cat, looking between your thighs. You can continue with these, matching your breath with your movement. Add in anything extra that feels good here. I like to rock forward and backward as you see. Go through 1 more full round and then we'll meet back in a tabletop position. From your tabletop, you can tuck those toes and we'll press those hips back, straightening out the legs. Taking a downward facing dog, pressing that chest back to the thighs. You can pedal out the feet here, or you can come high on the toes and then try to drive your heels down into the mat. Start to walk your hands back to meet your feet. Keeping a gentle bend in the knees, you can grab opposite elbows and just rock side to side here for ragdoll. Take 1 more full breath here. And then release your hands down to the mat. Heel toe your feet to touch. And then we'll slowly roll up, sliding those hands up the legs, the thighs, into a standing position. Maybe rolling out the shoulders here. And then we'll inhale, bring those arms up overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center. And then forward fold, hands to the mat, soft bend in the knees. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, gaze is forward. Exhale, walk your hands out into a downward facing dog. On your next breath, bring your right leg high, and then step it forward between your hands. Drop that left knee, shin, toes long on the mat, arms come overhead for kneeling crescent. Hold here for 1 more breath. And then straighten out that front right knee, send your weight back. Keep a gentle bend in the knee as you fold forward. You can always walk that foot out a little bit further and flex the toes and the foot on the right. Keep those hips squared to the front of the room. For 1 more breath here. And then bending back into that front right knee. Arms come back overhead for crescent lunge. And then exhale, drop those hands back to the mat. We'll send that right knee out long, bringing the shin parallel to the short edge of your mat. Finding a pigeon pose on this side, you can stay propped up on your hands or drop down to your forearms, whatever feels good for you. We'll hold here for 3 to 5 breaths. If your mind starts to wander, just bring it back to this movement and how you're feeling here. If you're on your forearms, you can press back up onto your hands. We'll tuck those back toes and send that right leg back into downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward between your hands, right knee, shin, and toes come out long. Arms come overhead for kneeling crescent on the left. And And then straighten out that front leg. Maybe you walk those toes out a little bit further, flexing that left foot up, keeping the gentle bend in your left leg, finding your half split on this side for 3 breaths. Bend back into that front left knee. You can bring those arms overhead on your inhale. And then exhale, drop them back to the mat. Send that left shin parallel to the short edge of your mat. Maybe you walk your right knee and foot out a little bit further. And then option to stay propped on the hands or drop down to the forearms. Try to prevent that foot from sliding in toward your hip and thigh here. Take one more breath here. And then pressing back up onto your hands if you're on your forearms. Bring that back leg around so you are in sitting, and I will mirror you guys here. You can do whichever side first, but right now I have that left leg out long, right knee is bent, and we'll take the half straddle on this side. Reaching for the toes, the shin, the ankle, wherever feels good. Maybe dropping that right arm so it's wrapped around your left wrist and trying to open yourself up, looking under that right arm. Release the arms and slowly come back up to center. We'll switch it, so sending that right leg out long, left knee is bent. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, reach for the foot, the toes, wherever is accessible for you. And then maybe opening that left arm to the right wrist and looking under the left shoulder. Take one more breath here. And then release, come back up to center. We'll bring that right knee in, bringing the feet in to touch. Knees are out wide. You can either hinge forward at the hips, taking a butterfly here, or you can bring your feet out a little further, walk your hands under your ankles, and then folding into a tortoise. Whichever variation, just hinging from your hips, letting your head hang. Take one more breath here. And then release, coming back up to sitting. Whenever you're ready, you can send those legs out long, and we'll slowly roll back, making our way to lying on our backs. Can hug both knees into your chest here and just rock side to side, massaging your lower back down into the ground. We'll drop those knees over to the left side, right arm comes out long, and gaze will be out toward that right hand. Taking a supine twist here for 3 breaths. And then coming back to center, we'll switch it. So dropping the knees over to the right side, left arm is out long, and gaze will be out toward that left hand. Take one more breath here. And then make your way back to center. Can hug those knees into your chest one more time. And then whenever you're ready, we'll send the knees wide, reaching between the legs for the outside edges of the feet. You can play around with bending and extending the legs in this happy baby. Can always rock side to side, forward, backward. Keep the legs straight into a straddle. Whatever final stretches feel good here. And then releasing those legs, sending them out long as we prepare for our final resting posture. option to take our Shavasana in this supine position, or you can bring your feet to touch, knees come out wide. You can bring one hand to your chest and one hand to your belly as we just lay here and return to our breath for a moment of silence and stillness here. Begin to wiggle those fingers and toes. Maybe bring your knees together and bring your feet down to the mat. You can slowly roll onto your side and make your way back into a sitting position. We'll take one final breath together here. You can bring your hands to heart center. Eyes can stay closed. We'll inhale through the nose, filling up all the good, everything we're grateful for. Exhale through the mouth, anything negative, anything stressing you out. Let that shit go. The light in me sees and honors the same in you. We'll bow to seal our practice. Namaste and have a wonderful day. Make sure you're subscribed for the next video and let me know in the comments what you thought. Hope to catch you next time. Bye.